Hi Preps, welcome back to Term 4 Art Lessons. I hope everyone has had a fantastic holiday break. Not too long and we'll be back at school and we'll be able to see everybody again. This week for our remote art lessons, we are going to be looking at different ways that we can create a hungry caterpillar. So it depends on what materials you have at home. I'm going to show you quite a few ways to create your caterpillar. Make sure you click on the link above this one in your seesaw to listen to the story, and then come back to this video and we will go through a few different ways that we can create that. So the first way I'm going to show you is just drawing and colouring in our caterpillar. So what you'll need for this caterpillar is just some paper to draw on, pencil. Remember, I'm using a black marker so you can see it in the videos, but I want you guys to use a pencil so you can rub it out if you make a mistake. And then you'll need some colouring things to colour it in, either pencils, textures, pastels, paints, whatever you have at home. Now to start off my caterpillar, I'm going to start on the right side of my paper and I'm going to draw an oval. And that's the head of my caterpillar. To create his body, we are going to use the shape of a C. So practice writing your capital C in the air, and that's how I'm going to create his body. Watch how I do it. C. Not quite as big as his head, just a little bit smaller. And then connected to that C, I'm going to draw C. C. Now I'm trying to keep my C's the same shape. Now I'm going to start curving my C's up and back down to make the bend in his body. So I start a little bit higher, try and keep them the same size, start a little bit higher, then I start bending it back down, start a little lower, start a little lower. If it's not perfect, does not matter. Start a little lower, start a little lower, and as we get towards the end of his body, we're going to make our C's smaller, smaller, smaller. Alrighty, now for his face. We're going to do two nice big ovals because the Hungry Caterpillar has quite big eyes. And then in those ovals, we're going to do two smaller ovals. For his mouth, we're going to do a little oval. And for his antenna, we're going to do two upside down teardrops. Watch how I do those. Bend, back down. Up, bend, back down. There we go. Now our caterpillar's missing some legs. So we're not going to put a leg or a foot on his head, we're going to put them in the first part of his body. So I'm just doing mine as simple triangles. Triangle, triangle. I've got one on each of my C's. I'm only going to go to maybe the fourth one. Triangle. And then I'm going to give him some back feet. Triangle. Triangle, triangle, triangle. Now it's time to colour in our Hungry Caterpillar. You don't have to stick to the colours of the actual Hungry Caterpillar. You can pick any colours you want. But I'm going to do the actual colours. And there's my caterpillar. You might like to do a rainbow caterpillar or a pink and purple caterpillar. Use lots of different colours. I've used lots of different types of green because I had them. Use whatever you have available to you. Another way to create my caterpillar is by using some coloured cards. So this is some coloured paper that I had around the house. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some circles or ovals on my coloured card, cut them out, and glue them together to create my caterpillar. So you'll need a grey lead. Again, I'm using a marker so you can see it, but I want you to use grey lead. You'll need some scissors scissors, and you'll need some glue, and then also some drawing materials or colouring materials to draw your design on top of your caterpillar. Look. Alrighty, there we have our paper caterpillar. You might like to use some other papers that you have available to you to add some feet or some antenna. Your caterpillar might be a bit bigger, might be a bit smaller. It's really up to you. Another way to create our caterpillar is by using our coloured card again. It doesn't have to be these colours, it can be any colours, it can even be newspaper or magazine paper. And we are going to create our caterpillar using a chain. So we're going to cut our paper into strips of paper. So if I have my green here, I'm going to cut strips of paper. I'm going to curl it around, glue them together to create a chain. And then I'm going to put my caterpillar face on the front of my So now I've cut my paper into strips and I've cut out the face of my caterpillar. What I need to do now is get one of my paper strips. I'm going to put glue on one end. Enough glue that it'll stick. And then I'm going to curl my paper around and I'm going to stick those ends together. Now a common mistake is to stick our paper like this. We don't want to create a teardrop. We want to create a loop or the letter O. Then I get my other paper, might be the same colour, it might be a different colour, I'm using a different colour green, and I'm going to thread that paper through the loop, let my first piece of paper hang, and I'm going to do the same thing and glue those two ends together. So I put some glue on one end and then I loop my paper so that the glue bit is on top and it sticks to. There we go. Then I get Now I need to create my caterpillar face before I stick it to his body. So I've got his body over here. I need to create his face using paper, markers, pastels, pencils, whatever you have at home. And then I'm going to stick his face to his body, just like this. And there we have our paper chain. Hungry, hungry caterpillar. Now this paper chain method is also really good for creating decorations for your bedroom or your Christmas tree, it's getting to that time soon, or even just decorations to hang up around the house. I hope everyone had fun creating a hungry, hungry caterpillar today. If you don't have some of the materials, remember you can use any materials you have at home. If you don't have the right color paper, use magazine paper, newspaper, white paper, any paper that you have around the house. If you don't have pencils, use textures. If you don't have textures, use pencils. If you have paints, go for it, use those. Use whatever you have available to you. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you all next week.